Okay, here's my pro-black publishing rant. Not meant to really delve into this all the time. The thought just came to me today. I have my own business for 25 years. Ever since I graduated college, started my business. Actually, it was the same little business that I used to, same business name I had before I went to college, but I formalized it after. And I'm Red, Black, and Green Promotions, representing comedians and poets and other college attractions all over the country. And I was thinking, for some reason, you know, I'm looking for a distribution deal for my movie, and I have contracts in front of me. And I was looking at the headlines of Michelle Obama's book sales, like 1.5 million. And then they said Penguin Publishing. And I said to myself, damn, I still defend the Barack Obama and Michelle Obama's administration all the time, die hard. I would have voted for him again, you know, especially against the competition that it was against. But part of me says, yeah, this Trump administration is making me think, golly, you know, we need a person, not just a black person, but a person who is multiculturally friendly to be more aggressive with their positions and stop trying to not trying to be everything to everybody, right? Like I just watched Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Both versions came on AMC. And neither one of them have any kind of black kids in there. And I'm wondering, if it was written now, would there be a push to have Asian, Latino, and black in there? And there probably would. However, you know, in terms of writing the authentic dynamics of each child's characteristic within those ethnicities is really challenging. It definitely can be done, but it's challenging, especially when you're a writer and you may not have a publishing deal and you're writing a story. You're not going to take all that time to make it multicultural, right? Black people do, because we think that's what we got to do to cross over and appeal to the masses, right? Or some of us do, whatever. I don't know. I only can think for myself, so I'm just going to talk for myself. But I know it's a second thought. Sometimes you're thinking tall, short, heavy, skinny, suburbs, city, as your diversity, not always race, because you don't write just a black person from the suburbs. You don't write just a white person from the street. You don't write just an Asian tall person, because there's more characteristics that are unique to these cultures, because you're talking about cultural distinction. And probably in the 80s and the 90s, that's what they did. They didn't worry about writing an authentically Asian or authentically black or Latino character. They just said, you know what? We can put a black person in there. Let's put them in there. And the black person ends up acting white. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Stranger Things, even though they did a little bit of better job on it. But it's really weird, right? Even though there's some of us that do behave like each other, for the most part, the stereotypic black, Latino, Asian, and white person eat different things, watch different things on TV, like different things. They may like the video games, they may like the same superheroes and same movies, but they're making different comments about them. So that's interesting. Now, where'd all that come from? All I can say is the Michelle Obama, Barack Obama, they've done enough. They don't have to. They've crossed over. They don't have to keep trying to cross over. I'm looking at Michelle Obama, and I'm saying, yo, you could have released your book with a black publishing company. People wanted to buy it anyway. I remember people talking about all Dr. King had to do was say, I'm not wearing, writing, or doing anything that's not made by black people. or a black person, just, you know, on GP, just to support a black business. Heck, Jewish people do it. They just call it kosher, right? So they got to have kosher everything. So we just said we have to have black everything, right? What big of a deal would that have made? Maybe she wouldn't have gotten an advance, but they probably could have given her a fairer deal on the back end. You know what I'm saying? Michelle Obama, they not booking the next author from Penguin Publishing. Ain't nobody even know who the publisher was. It's all booked. The Penguin Publishing doesn't have a printing press. So they're not the ones printing it. Whoever printed it for Penguin would have been able to print it no matter who the company was. I know when I came out with my movies, the same manufacturers that they used to print the Sony DVDs on is the same ones that I used to print my DVD on. So it doesn't necessarily matter. You know, it's now you're just selling the same ice. You just put a different brand. But I tell you, if she had gone to a black publishing company, you know, maybe one of them would have had to upgrade. That company would have been fully established. It would have been off the charts. It would have never had to look back for anything. You know, they got more books to come out. Everybody wants to read their book. It's not like their Omarosa, who kind of, you know, is not in a position to, you know, make this her last. I mean, she don't have like 50 books to come out. She had that one book. She had to cash out. Barack Obama and Michelle Obama are supposed to be people that aren't capitalists, that aren't out for money. And if they are, they're going to do something good with it. Same thing with Colin Kaepernick. You know, these people can put their money on a black publishing company. Audit the company. Hell, buy the damn company and then run it yourself. Them books are going to sell. People want that. I mean, I remember last year I was telling people, it don't matter what school Zion Wilson goes to. He's going to the pros. He shouldn't play anyway. He's already drafted. You understand? He shouldn't play anyway. Kobe went straight to the NBA. LeBron went straight to the NBA. Sometimes your high school games are good enough for people to know if they want you to come to their NBA team or not. So he could have gone to Howard University. I know one thing, it would have made no difference in Zion's draft selection or I forgot what the word is I'm looking for. But he still would have gone to the NBA, right? And he still would have had to build his name for himself, because I'm thinking, you know, I think the first round draft picks all get the same contract, okay? If you enter the draft, you pretty much all going to get the same contract. I'm not sure. You can't negotiate. You can't negotiate till after a few, you know, 3 years or whatever it was LeBron and them played for. But anyway, Zion could have gone to Howard. He could have gone to Hampton. He could have gone to Florida A&M. Any of those teams. Charles Oakley went to Virginia Union. He made a historical nick. You understand? So they could have gone to, Zion could have gone to any of those schools. I know it would have made a difference in the school. They would have had televised games. Who cares if they might have lost to some of the bigger schools? Maybe they could have done it, Chris Webber. Chris Webber and Jalen all talked about what college they were going to go to. Colleges can't pay you, so there you have it. You can't. It don't make you no difference. You understand? And they're all putting out quality graduates. Stacey Abrams and Andrew Gillum went to black colleges, so you're not compromising your education. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just feel, going back to Michelle Obama, it reminds me of when I was trying to sign Dave Chappelle, and his agent worked for another agency, and kind of went with them, and I was trying to hit them with the black thing. And I still think, you know, I've had, you know, Monique and other comedians on my roster, so I don't think it would have been any big of a difference. There might have been some clubs and other comedians that he might have been able to elbow with, but I didn't really book clubs. I just did colleges. So to give me a college contract and sign with me, it ain't gonna hold you back, because the schools want you. They're gonna get you, especially if you funny or you good. Like Michelle's book, it's got information in there. It don't matter who she could have been with. St. Martin's Press, which is an imprint, right? Could have gone to Urban Books. Could have gone to Third World Press, Black Press. All these black publishing companies, you know what I'm saying? She could have knocked them out. Man, forget, Black Sci-Fi Company. My man Milton, MV Media. What? You hire all the people that you need. Once you get Michelle, you're going to hire on them pre-orders. They're going to have pre-orders. You get the pre-orders, and you hire who you need. You hire people from Penguin. There's black people all over the place. So, I don't know. I just think that's the situation, right? And I think she could have done better. Maybe they'll hear this. Maybe next Obama book. Maybe she write a children's book. Whatever it is, man, you are free to be pro-black. It's not a big deal. White people ain't going to stop supporting you because you're with a black publisher. No, stop it. And this is for anybody else that's in that position. You understand? Cory Booker. Use a black publisher, damn it. Raz Baraka. All these people that's Andrew Gillum. You want to come out with a book? People want to know who you are? You're about to run for president? Use a black publisher. For real. It's not going to sacrifice anything. If they use it called Black Politician Press, who cares? I'm out. Peace.